Hey everybody, and happy Monday. So excited to be here in sparkles and hearts and sunshine and trees with you today. I am setting a goal for myself to come into this group live every day this week to help you to shift something really, really important that so many moms are completely stuck in. And here's how it looks. So I tried to give this live earlier and my phone overheated, so I'm gonna try it again, even though it's really hot. I'm hiding in the shade this time. So I speak to moms on the phone. I connect with people all the time, and you guys message me and write me and hear from people through my email list. And one thing is really clear that I hear over and over again is that when people start tapping in and tuning in to the conversation here in Overwhelm Solution for Moms, the conversations that we're having on my business page or in my Instagram account, that the biggest shift that people are making when they start opening to seeing themselves differently, seeing their lives differently, is moving from the problem is outside of me, it's circumstance, it's conditions, it's my husband, it's my partner, it's not enough time and way too much to do. And I hear that a lot. And if you find yourself stuck in that rut, then you want to be here this week for these Facebook Lives every day. You want to be here to catch this content and these lessons. And we're going to be blowing up some old ideas that are supporting this old paradigm of moms being depleted and exhausted, not knowing how to take good care of themselves, and pouring into everyone else, and then feeling angry about it and empty, or like your dream is passing you by while you're doing laundry and providing for your family, or whatever it is. So I know everybody's circumstance is a little different, but there are also many, many similarities. And I want to start today with just one focal point. And we'll go deeper into this week. But the biggest focal point we're going to start at is the thing that you see in your life is because of the way you think about it. So motherhood is exhausting. Moms don't get a break. Nobody appreciates me. Nobody listens to me. Nobody hears me. Nobody cares how I feel. I need to be rescued is where that takes us. Like, I just want to tap out, opt out. Somebody needs to rescue me. That pattern, and I'm going to name that a pattern because it is a pattern, that pattern is a part of the overwhelm cycle. And I've been helping moms break free of the overwhelm cycle for almost 2 decades now. And I promise you, this is nothing new, but it is so sneaky in our unconscious that we don't even realize that we're operating by these rules, which say that we pour into everybody else, we deplete ourselves, and it's okay and normal to be exhausted and angry about it, and to feel like it's unfair is just unfair. That's the way it is. Then we have to accept it. All of that is total BS. It's total crap. That is not what's happening for my clients when I teach them how to build and live in the new paradigm. And here's the thing, when you're a survivor of trauma and you've gone through a lot of hard things, or even if you had good parenting, but no one really taught you how to take care of yourself, how to write the rules of motherhood so that you're always winning. When you don't know how to do that, it's really easy to fall into a rut of thinking that there's not enough time, too much to do, not enough time, not enough energy, and no matter how hard I try, I'm still going to fail. I'm still damaging my kids. If you're yelling at your kids, if you are grumpy with them, if you're not knowing how to be present because you're feeling anxious or stressed or amped up or whatever, then this paradigm is driving you. You aren't driving the paradigm. The paradigm is driving you. What that means is the set of beliefs, the set of lenses you look through are all adding up to you are tired, unhappy, grumpy, whatever it is. Don't have anything left over for you, giving everybody else first. Okay, got it? So this is for you. This series this week is for you if you're struggling in these ways. Now, survivors of trauma get into a place where they start to believe I need to dissect my past. I need to analyze what happened to me. I need to learn from it so I can prevent it from happening again. Seems like a good logical argument, right? It's actually not true that we need to go back and analyze your past and what your parents did or didn't do to make sure that that doesn't happen for you anymore, or that you don't pass it on to your kids. The truth about trauma is that everything that is bothering you now about motherhood, about parenting, about your marriage, those are all patterns of origin that you didn't know were there until you had kids. Okay, so this is work we go really deep into with my clients to eliminate that root cause of overwhelm. But you don't have to go back. You don't have to analyze. You don't even have to focus on the specific trauma. So one of the things I'm going to touch on this week to explain more is how you look at things changes what you see. How you look at things now in your present focused life changes what you see, meaning it changes the result you get. So trauma history or not, survival mode for 10 plus years, or just for the last 6 months, really that doesn't matter. When we are resolving overwhelm or trauma or generational legacy of victimhood, martyrdom, anxiety, depression, and the list goes on, we do it all in the present moment. This work is so powerful when focusing on what's coming up here now for you. And there are plenty and plenty of bits of research and clinical evidence that support this truth that we can heal here and now, in the here and now, through what's coming up in your life, and in this case, in my work, in motherhood, to resolve what causes overwhelm. I'm going to be diving much deeper into these pieces this week, but just know that you're going to receive, if you show up and participate and show up every day, you're going to be able to receive a different way of looking at, a different understanding, a different lens to look through around how you see yourself and how you see your life as a mom, as a part of your family, as a provider, as a caregiver, as a loving authority. We're going to really work on loosening some of that stuckness around the feeling of failure, around the feeling of there's too much to do and not enough time. And I promise you, the answer is not another chore chart, another planner, a time coach. Those aren't the answers, you guys. What's within us is creating our reality. Our thoughts and our emotions are creating our reality. Our past trauma is creating our reality. All these things are creating our baseline and default emotional set points. And we're going to talk about that and get into that and how to move and shift some of those things. What needs to be challenged? What needs to be noticed and acknowledged? What needs to be let go? What are the things we actually need to do work on? And what's a waste of your time and your money and your energy? So I'll be covering all of this week. I look forward to having you join me. I am going to post in this group, I'll be posting the times for the lives every day so that you have an opportunity to join me live, to work with me through the chat. You can leave comments, you can ask questions, and I'll absolutely respond to those. In terms of timing, I live in the mountain region, so 10 a.m. Mountain Time. That is 9 Pacific. My phone is overheating again, so I'm going to wrap up now at risk of losing this again. Okay, you guys, join me this week. It's going to be fun. We're going to dive in and get our hands dirty, and we're going to figure out what has you stuck, what in the way you're looking at your life is creating chaos for you. We're going to figure that out together. All right? Join me at 10 a.m. Mountain. That is noon Eastern. Every day live in this group. All right? If you're in, drop some emojis below. I want to know who's going to be with me on this journey this week, and I'll see you.